What up, y'all? This is another day in my life of me building my business up to $2 million for the year. Y'all know the deal. In this video, we'll be talking about, honestly, offers again. Do a rev check, and I'll let y'all go about your day real quick. Though, as you guys know, we do have the Discord. A lot of y'all been asking for it, so link in the description. Tap in. I'm going to drop a product research video for you guys to kind of use. Anybody that's new to kind of, get you started and shit like that. And I'll be dropping more sauce as the weeks come. Enough of that shameless plug. Again, it's free. But let's start talking about offers. And we will be talking about the health store once again. So as you guys know, we've been running the health store for quite some time now. And I kind of want to also preface this. Damn, there's some hard-ass rain. So I'm going to talk a lot of shit, but I'm going to want to also preface this as well for a lot of you guys that are in this ecom shit. Is a lot of the times when you are testing products with your ecom shit, you're going to be in a situation where, hold on, let me get into this line and shit. You're going to be in a situation where anyways, you're going to be in a situation where you are constantly, in a cycle where you are testing creatives very, very frequently when you're first starting off. Obviously, because you're trying to figure out what is actually going to work. Now, once you identify something that, starts working and you get some sales coming in, a lot of the times what happens, and I'm going to tell you guys also what's happening to me currently, is your results might not necessarily be that consistent, for one, obviously, because you're lower scale, and for two, you might be seeing incredible results in terms of buying intent. Like, your add to cart rate might be very, very good, your add to cart rate might be very, very good, but your conversion rate might be lacking. And a conversion rate lacking for e-commerce stores is basically, the reason why you might be break even and the reason why you might be profitable the next day if you're able to crack a better offer. For me specifically right now, I'm seeing that I'm at a 1% conversion rate. Yesterday was a good day. We were at a 3.75 conversion rate. So, that's kind of an outlier of a day. But if I'm seeing on a 7-day window, on average, I'm seeing a 1% conversion rate, that's telling me, there is an issue with the actual offer, Because we understand that the conversion rate, or not the conversion rate, but we understand that the creatives are doing their job. We're getting people to the site. They're clicking, they're adding to cart and initiating checkout at a good rate. But once they get to, the actual time to purchase, they're like, damn. To us, actually, this could be also a checkout issue as well. Or not a checkout issue, a shipping issue, now I'm thinking about it. But, again, there's a drop-off and a reason why they don't want to purchase. And again, if you're selling a health product, and honestly, industry averages in general for health products, or just e-com in general, should be around 2%. But again, we're seeing a 1%. Ideally, personally, at a store like this, I want to be closer to 3, to even 4, to even 5, even 6%, because it just makes sense. People need this product, and they should be, relatively wanting to buy this, because again, it should be a irresistible offer. So again, that means that there's an offer issue, or in our case, there honestly might be a shipping issue. The shipping might be a little too high. I'm honestly gonna actually go check that out tonight. I forgot even about shipping. Again, I'm thinking about it off the fly, and that's what you guys have to do as well. You guys have to analyze your whole funnel and not only be focusing on creatives, because a lot of the times, I'm gonna be honest, like, you guys are probably making decent creatives, but again, the issue here is going to be your offer that's fucking up everything. A lot of you guys, I've been seeing sometimes people DM me and they show me your offer, and you guys are charging like $10 shipping. Like, bro, $10 shipping, $9 shipping. It's just like, it used to work on TikTok, but that shit is low-key unacceptable, on Meta. Like, you can't be dropping, that crazy amount of shipping. Like, yes, for the most part, shipping is around 10% of, what your sale price is, but you have to also make it make sense, bro. You gotta make it make sense. You got to make it make sense and actually think about it logically. Like, if your product is $29.99, nobody wants to pay $8 shipping, bro. Like, yeah, you want to make the shit irresistible. Sometimes people will pay it, but at the end of the day, if there's nothing else that they're getting for that $29.99, they can't justify paying that $8 shipping. Now, if you're giving them, another product for free, you're giving them an ebook, even this and that, they might be willing to pay that extra shipping fee. But if you're giving them just one product and the product doesn't necessarily solve a big pain point in their life, that shit doesn't make sense, bro. So again, I say this all to say is we're currently having to I need to slow down here. I caught a ticket here a couple months ago, but I say this all to say that we're actively testing offers right now. I have still a bunch of batches of creatives that we need to test, but I haven't launched them yet because I want to identify if there is a better offer that we can launch. Is this a shipping issue? That's one I didn't test yet. That should have been the first test I did, but I didn't. But anyways, we'll get that fixed up tonight because I just thought about it, and see if we can, fix up our funnel, our metrics, and see better performance. Because again, our creatives are looking very, very good. Our one creative, honestly, that's doing well, the VSL, is looking fairly decent. Yesterday actually was a good day with the original offer that we've been running, so that's a good thing. But again, we want to see this to be a consistent thing going on day over day, week over week, month over month, if that makes sense. Another thing as well, if we go back to the offers, I know this video is all over the place, just bear with me, man. That's kind of how I like to think and like brainstorm shit. But anyways, bear with me. A while ago when we were testing offers, we were running a lower price point and we were running bundles. We had the first price point at $29.99 and then the other bundle, so it was a quantity break, so it makes more sense for you guys. The quantity break under that was buy two, get one free for $49.99. Now we realized there was an issue with that offer because everybody was taking the first one, because again, it didn't make sense to pay an extra $20 just to get an extra pair of the product plus an ebook plus shipping. That just didn't make sense to anybody logically, and the per unit basis also didn't make sense as well. So again, we looked at that, we said, okay, that doesn't make any sense, so let's fix up the offer. So what we went ahead and did is we increased the price point on the standard first purchase to get buy one. The buy one was now $39.99, and then after that the bundle was still the same price, and from there on more people were taking off the bundle. But now we're having an issue where the people are buying this shit, but again, we're having an issue where our conversion rate isn't where it needs to be on a weekly basis. Like some days we have a 3% conversion rate. Like yesterday was damn near like a 4%, I think. But on average though, we're not seeing the conversion rate that we need to be seeing. So that's telling me, okay, we might actually have to, honestly, at this point, again, I think maybe it was an offer issue, it might just be shipping issue. So we are going to test that tonight and see what that's talking about. But nevertheless, again, it's telling me something in the funnel is just needs improvement at the end of the day. Long story short, I know I just went on a whole ramble saying a bunch of shit, but long story short though, something in the funnel needs improvement in order to allow us to be able to scale, because that's the only thing from my eyes that's holding us back. The product can be scaled. We've seen it real time being scaled by a competitor. We're seeing good metrics on our ad account from the click-through rate, from the metrics of the add to cart, initiate checkout. Just the only issue here, again, is the conversion rate. So what can you draw from this? Something with the funnel is having an issue from shipping to the overall offer. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. Again, I kind of did take an L, and I'm, being honest with myself, I was kind of tripping because low-key, if the initiate checkout and the checkout were decent, or sorry, the add to cart and initiate checkout was decent, then that's low-key shipping issue. But again, we'll test it. I don't want to guarantee it, but I low-key think that's probably the issue. Sometimes, as you can see, I just brainstormed it. I was thinking about the most complex fix. Sometimes the fix that you have to make is literally the easiest shit, and we sometimes in this business shit we like to overcomplicate shit when the simple solution is literally right in front of us. So again, it went right over my head that shipping could have been the issue. I just went ahead and tested a bunch of offers. Now offers is a big thing that we do need to test anyway, so it's not a issue at all for me. Like I'm not too I'm not tripping about that, because again, we're able to identify one offer that is at like a 2 rows right now. It only got 3 sales though. We didn't spend that much, but maybe over the next couple of days it does a lot better. We did test another offer tonight or yesterday night, sorry, and that one it actually got a sale this morning actually. So again, that might do a lot better, and it has way more margin than the current offer that we are testing, and it's a bit cheaper with a lot more margin. So again, we're testing a lot of shit right now. I do think the shipping might be an issue, and that's gonna probably help alleviate a lot of buying tension and probably give all 3 of these offers that we're testing right now a better chance of performing well. Because again, all we want is a good offer to inject our great ads in. Like right now, again, we have this VSL that's doing well, and from understanding that this VSL is a fairly decent ad, then we've been making iterations off it and making it better. I threw it on a Figma board, and from that I was able to identify why it was working, what portions of it is it lacking in. The hook rate was fairly good. It can be a lot better though. And we also did understand that the hold rate was a bit dookie. The hold rate could be a lot better, but the most lacking part is the hold rate, along with the persona was a bit too like, we want to be specific with the persona that we're talking to, but we could also broaden it out. And I feel like being a bit more broad with the persona, just in terms of just talking about the age demographic as a whole, rather than like a specific profession that we're targeting, will give us a bit of more scale. Or maybe I'm tripping, maybe we need to be more specific with it. But again, I kind of want to test that out and see how it does. So that's kind of where things are at right now. Things are slowly coming together. I think the missing piece here again is the winning offer, and that winning offer is likely going to open a lot more performance for us. We're currently spending bump budget to 150 a day, just because we added another offer and we want to give that shit a bit more chance to perform. I added a ad set limit to it of $25. Both offers is 2 offers. The main offer yesterday was a pretty solid day. I'll show you guys when I park. We did almost $300 yesterday profitably. So again, we're getting into the right position with this store. We just have to again optimize shit. Optimize is the name of the game at the end of the day. And as you can see, again, if I were to kill this product, we would have never got to these $300 days. Obviously, we could have got in here way quicker. We could have obviously cut the product, but we found a better product that could have got us to this point. But like I've been telling you guys, throughout this whole journey, like a lot of the times, bro, again, I like to say this a lot, you can literally make any product work. And if you can't make a product work, typically it's just a skill issue on your part. There's always different offers that you can tap into, different personas that you can target. That's going to give you a new level of, ability to sell the product. Especially, the key here though is that it has to be a validated product. Like, you have to know somebody is currently crushing it with it. If you don't know anyone's doing well with the product, then I don't know why you expect it to do well, because you're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. At the end of the day, with this ecom shit, the whole goal is just to find a proven concept, find a competitor that's basically lacking in any aspect that you think you have, you're more skilled in. So that can be creatives offer, or maybe taking it to another platform, bringing a funnel to it. Like, some people might be crushing it just with a standard, UGC ads. They're only targeting solution aware type of ads, but you come in and you start making problem aware ads, unaware ads, or whatever, more broader ads. You bring a funnel to it out of tutorials and shit, and you'll probably outcompete them, because you're probably going to be able to justify the price point being a lot higher than your competition. And in doing that, you'll be able to scale way harder. So that's kind of the philosophy that I follow. I did spend a lot of money on this product at this point. I think we're down probably like 1,500, maybe 2x at this point. But we've been seeing a lot more green days. So I think, again, we should probably be able to crack 1K days, assuming all the stars align within the next couple of weeks. And if it doesn't, then, we might potentially look to turn off, this product and look to something else. But for right now though, we are staying strong and still working on it. So that's kind of what I wanted to go over in terms of offer. I hope this made sense. Sometimes, bro, I'm not gonna lie, Like, I just be rambling, and I don't know if niggas actually understand what I'm saying. Like, you guys, I see a lot of you guys be returning and watching these videos, but again, I don't know if y'all, like, am I making sense? Like, let me know in the comments if this makes sense, just so I know. Maybe to better articulate what I'm saying, maybe, talk a bit slower so I can, really think about what I'm saying. But again, to me, I think this makes sense. And yeah, that's kind of my brainstorming process. I'm kind of all over the place when I'm thinking about sometimes I might think that this was the right issue, the right answer to the solution, but realize while I'm saying it out loud that there's a better solution, like I just did with the shipping. And yeah, I'm all over the place, guys. Sorry. Yeah, but if you made it this far in this video, I fuck with y'all. Comment the word Tesla, honestly, if you made this far in this video, to show me that you fuck with these videos. I provided some type of value. Hopefully, that's the whole goals of these videos. I'm not trying to, finesse y'all niggas. I'm just trying to give some value, that you can potentially use, later down the line to, make money with. But nevertheless, I'll get into a rev check and stop yapping. Show you the results from yesterday, from this store that we've been talking about. Yesterday we did. Oh, that's today. Yesterday we did 264. So that's what we did yesterday with that store. Solid day, honestly. Today we are at 82. Not bad. We will likely get more sales later on through the day. I hope. If we don't, then pain. But it is a Tuesday. I'm not expecting anything crazy from a Tuesday. And now let's get to the jewelry store and see what performance is looking like on there. So today on the jewelry store, performance is looking a lot better than yesterday. I haven't talked about it in a minute because we're just testing a lot of shit, I'm not gonna lie. But I'll start talking about it soon. Yesterday, decent day. We didn't spend that much either, so we were profitable. And yeah, yesterday as a whole, what did we do? I guess in terms of the whole Dwidge, corporation, I guess. We did 1.1K yesterday, which I'm part to do 30K a month. We gotta get this shit up to 3.3K a day to do 100K a month. So we are fucking lacking. We're lacking. But it's okay though. We'll get to 100K a month soon. Sooner than y'all boys think. But yeah, stick to the journey. If you made it this far this video, your boy will get to that point, and I'll share the gems that got me to that point. Show you guys how to go basically from 30K a month, I guess, to 100K a month, and then keep it going. That's kind of what I'm trying to show you guys on this channel. And as you guys can see, if you've been following the channel for a while, I stopped documenting it when I was, in a down period last year. I didn't want to do that this year, so I'm showing you guys every day raw, what it looks like in the trenches, actively running e-commerce brands. And I hope y'all appreciate this. I hope y'all fuck with this. And that's gonna be the end of the video, baby. So again, if y'all fuck with me, leave a comment below. Comment Tesla that you made it this far in the video and you fuck with it. And you just support the kid. And if you want to hop in the free Discord, link in the description, come fuck with us. Yeah, I'm trying to do a live call this weekend. I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now. Been really busy with a bunch of different shit, but I should have some time over the weekend to probably get it done in the morning or maybe the afternoon. I don't know. Just get in there. Harass me if you want that live call. And yeah, catch y'all in the next video. Again, this shit's free. Fuck with y'all. Take action today. Let's get fucking rich. Peace. Love y'all. And again, let's get rich.